Abdu and his father, Suleiman, spend time praying and studying the Bible together. Some might call that a miracle, since the two did not speak for nearly 20 years. Why? Because at the age of 16, Abdu decided to leave Islam and follow Jesus. The young man's journey of faith began with an unexpected visit.
I was sleeping and Jesus woke me up, and it was like a dream or revelation.
Abdu gave his life to Christ after reading from a borrowed Bible. His decision made his family angry because in their Muslim community, leaving Islam brings disgrace. Village leaders tried to intimidate Abdu by ordering a gang of young men to attack him.
As I was walking to school, this gang met me on the road and they beat me very badly with a rope. They asked me if I was going to continue to be a Christian and if this was my final decision. They said if it was, they would kill me.
Still, Abdu refused to renounce Jesus, and his father became so angry that he tried to kill Abdu.
We threw Abdu out of our home because of his faith in Jesus. We chased him out and he went to another village.
During his years in exile from his family, Abdu worked at a church as a security guard and grew stronger in his faith. He read more than 100 Christian books and began discipling other former Muslims who had come to Jesus. But Abdu's mother missed him terribly, and after many years of separation, she slipped away to visit her son.
During those 6 years, I heard that Abdu was not drinking alcohol or doing bad things anymore. So I decided to go see him secretly.
Impressed by the changes in her son's life, Samira began to consider Christ. However, it took 10 years before she too would leave Islam to follow Jesus.
I believed that my son's faith was true and correct. So I decided to follow Jesus.
About a year later, Suleiman's heart softened under the influence of God's big love. Now he and the rest of his family, about 40 of them, are all Christians. This hut on the family property is now a place of worship to the Lord and for hearing the gospel.
I'm very happy that my family has come to Jesus. But the most exciting thing to me is that a place near my home is now being used as a church. People are coming and praying and giving their lives to Christ.
Abdu is now a missionary to Muslims in areas that are hostile to the gospel. As for Suleiman, while he and his family are persecuted for their faith, he says he's not about to return to Islam, and he looks forward to eternity with the Lord.
The fundamentalists can do their worst to us. Even if they kill us, we're not afraid because Christian believers will bury us. For us, it's better to be alone with Christ than to live in a community without Christ. We don't feel fear. These days for us are not a threat.
Ephraim Graham, CBN News.